sido de mucha bendición, de mucha ayuda el haber recibido este apoyo de Casas por Cristo. Ha sido una felicidad para nosotros como familia. Mi hija Diana y Jimena muy contentas, muy alegres de ahora tener su habitación, su recámara. Ha sido una bendición.
He said this house has been a great help and a great blessing to his family, especially their two girls. They have their own space now. They have a room of their own. He was telling me earlier, and they have this like living room space also, but he said they were really, really happy to have the space of their own, and it's been a great blessing for their family. I would add, because he was telling me earlier, that the front of their existing house that you all saw, they want to have actually a church meet there. He said he's just like waiting on God to show him the people to bring and just how to do all that. But he said he really feels called to be a pastor here in this area. So that old space is also going to be used as a church one day, Lord willing. And that's why this space is really helping them out to be able to do ministry over there.
Muy feliz, muy feliz. Realmente no nos imaginábamos que iba a quedar tan bonita, tan muy bien, y fue como un momento de alegría, de gozo, porque como dije hace un momento, ya ellas tenían sus espacios, y pues también nosotros como pareja, como matrimonio, ya tenemos nuestra propia recámara, ¿verdad? Antes teníamos que compartir nuestra recámara y ella y yo dormíamos en la cocina, ¿verdad? Era nuestro espacio, pero ahora gracias a Dios tenemos nuestra recámara y nuestras hijas también, y lo recibimos con mucho gozo.
He said they were really happy. It just gives them so much happiness and joy to have this bigger space for their whole family. He said before my wife and I were sleeping in the kitchen, and then the girls were in different beds, or we were like trading out beds because we didn't have the space to have each girl with their room and then also us. And he says as a married couple, like this is so much better situation to have a bed of our own and a place of our own. So he said they were just really grateful and really blessed for this help.
Agradecerles mucho, no teníamos pensado que fueran 2 recámaras. Al principio yo creo Casas por Cristo ha ido, ¿cómo se puede decir? Ayudando más, porque pues antes se veía solo una pieza y ahora pues es una bendición, como decía mi esposo, ya mis hijas pueden tener su propia recámara y pues sí están muy contentas. De igual manera el baño, antes creo no construían baño, ahora pues también se está dando eso.
So she said also they're just really grateful. She said this bathroom that you all have purchased was just put in about a month ago, so that has been a great blessing to them as well. But she said before, I thought that Casas just like added on a piece to a house or like repaired something or just added one thing, but she's like, this is way bigger than I thought it would be, like a full house with also 2 rooms that our girls could each have for their own space. And then her husband said earlier too that this is just way bigger. He didn't imagine that it would be this nice or this big or this beautiful. So he is just grateful for this help that you could provide each of them, for their girls also to have a space and for them to do even more things with their house than they even imagined before.
Nos hemos conocido por, no sé, 18 años, yo creo, muchos años, sí. Hemos conocido a Hector, me ha tocado ser maestro en algunas ocasiones. Hector ha sido mi alumno.
So he said he has known Hector for about 18 years. He was thinking of how long, maybe even more. But he said as he has been a Bible teacher, Hector has been in some of his classes. So they really have known each other a long time as a teacher and student.
Ha sido una experiencia bien bonita cada vez que tengo la posibilidad de ayudar a una familia, como en el caso de Héctor y Gaby. Para mí es muy satisfactorio poder ayudar a las familias y recibir grupos, que cada grupo que viene es una bendición grande para nuestra comunidad.
He said every situation is just a great situation where he can be able to sponsor a house like this. He said every group that comes is really special and it's always a great blessing. He loves the satisfaction of being able to help families who are in need. So he's just really blessed by this process, he said.
No debido a la distancia. La iglesia donde yo estoy pastoreando está bastante retirado de esta comunidad. Por esa razón no ha habido ese fruto que deseamos. Pero indudablemente la casa es un testimonio del amor de Dios para esta comunidad.
He said there really haven't been new members of his church because of this build, because his church is so far away from here. It's like 20-25 minutes of a drive from here. But he said this house is an example and a testimony of sharing God's love with the community. And that part is always still true, even if people can't come from this area over to his church. But I would also add, as you all heard from Hector, that this old house is going to be used as a church one day, and Lord willing, there's going to be a whole church opened up here. He said they're already having some meetings with some people in this area in that old space. So we could trust that God is working through this old house, being able to have new space because of this new house, and you really are helping the ministry and Christian work here for the kingdom of God here in An Opera. So thank you again.